What is going on, guys? FMU here, and welcome back to what could possibly be a fucking landmark episode of the Grassroots to Greatness series. We'll get to that in a minute. First things first, we've gone back to the Controllertron tactic, and it seems to have just completely eradicated the ridiculous defensive mistakes we were making. I think the Controllertron system suits the players we've got Lazio at the minute far better than the systems we've used at the other clubs. It seems to get them defending as a unit, going forward as a unit, and basically just playing as a cohesive unit. How many more times can I say fucking unit? Only a couple of games have gone since last I was with you, and that is for a reason we'll go through in a minute. Last time I obviously saw us draw 1-1 and 0-0. We followed that up with a disappointing game against Palermo. They beat us by 3-2, and this was the game that prompted me to change the style, because we were good going forwards. We had that a little bit about us going forwards, we were really pushing them, but when they broke, they ripped us to shreds, and that was the case. I mean, you could see from the stats, we were all over them in terms of opportunities, slightly better percentage in possession, but in terms of like opportunities on goal, going at them, we were bossing the shit out of them basically, and they still managed to come out with the 3 points. So I thought, right, we need to have a look at this. Had a little look on the stats of possession and stuff, and players giving away the ball and stuff, and I thought I needed the formation to be slightly more accordion-like, slightly more compacted, then can extra, and kind of in and out. And the Controllertron lends itself to that. It's a more compacted version of the formation we were playing, and it allows us a bit more time because it's controlling and not attacking. It gives us that ability to be a bit more expressive in our play, be a little bit more considerate in our play, and go forwards. So that's what we did. We changed it, and in the first game, instantly defensively, we were a lot better. Striker-wise, it took the sort of front three, if you will, a bit of time to click into it and get the play right, the crossing right, because it's a very neat tip-tap pass move sort of formation and tactic and philosophy, and it took them, they couldn't quite get it working. They were having to shoot from long range quite a lot, and we drew 0-0 with Lecce, which was disappointing considering we pretty much bossed the game. But then we took on league leaders Frosinone, and it clicked. We didn't have as much of the ball. Frosinone were fantastic. I've got to say, guys, I've got to put it this way, these guys are not top of the league, sorry, my missus just texted me, by mistake. Okay, these guys have got something about them. They play well, and at home they are strong. I mean, they really pushed us to our limits, but Hugo Cimenti scored 2 goals, both volleys, I believe. That's what it looked like. I haven't looked at 3D highlights because for some reason I've switched them off, because when I'm recording at the moment, the 3D highlights are really jittery. And I think it's because I've had to uninstall ABS and reinstall, and I haven't perhaps put the right settings on that I had before. So I need to look at that going forwards. But for now, it's not the end of the world. But he had a cracking game, and both of the goals were crossed over from the right. One from Balde, one from De Paula, and he got on the end of both of them, clonked them home. And that was really cool. But the front three seemed to gel a bit more. There was I think it was an 7 or 8 day gap between the games, and we just worked on the build-up playing stuff, and it seemed to really work, and it clicked every click. So we beat them 2-1. We didn't play brilliantly, but defensively we were as strong as mofos. We were really good defensively, so that was really pleasing. Then something just came and smacked me right in the testicles out of nowhere. Didn't expect this at all. Wasn't really paying much attention to stuff. And I was just sort of concentrating on us. I thought, well, we've got 12 points. We're not far off top. We're not far off second, third, fourth. We're in a decent position. I would like us to be doing better. I would have preferred us to have picked up the win against Palermo, to be fair, or a point at least, and that would have sort of progressed us a bit more. but it just wasn't meant to be. So I was sort of having a look at the league, and I was thinking realistically I'd like to finish 5th, 6th. Maybe if I overstretched, I would really want us to finish in the top 4, but I think that might be a bit too far forwards for us at the minute. And then bang, right? Bang. England want me. Now, I said that I didn't think I was prepared to go for a job. I don't know, it was one of those sort of things. I didn't know what to do, didn't know if I wanted to go forwards and do international management in this. But then I thought, it's England. If it had been anybody else, it would have been a no. But with me, I will not, and I point blank reiterate this, I will not do a club and international management thing at the same time. It's just not something that I want to do. So I've sat for an hour and 32 minutes now. I'm in an hour in. Do I record? Do I not? Do I catch up? Do I not? Do I go? Do I stay? Do I this? Do I that? Do I do that? Blah, blah, blah. And a lot of you are enjoying this Lazio thing. A lot of you are enjoying it. I know that. But there are those of you who have said I know a couple of people said on the live stream when I was live streaming, dude, you should do international management. It'd be cool. Do it. And it does sort of help with the fact that there's not so many games to catch up on. It is, I have to do, to be fair, I wouldn't just sit and click next week. I'd holiday between the games, I'd holiday, well, not between the games, but if there was like a massive period of like 120 days with nothing happening, I'm not going to sit here clicking next. I would holiday through that to get it through quicker, but the amount of games that we have to go through in updates and stuff are very minimal, and then we can do like double live comms for the tournaments and stuff, and that'd be pretty cool. On the other hand, there's Lazio. I've just started getting them going. I feel like an absolute mofo if I just upped and left them. I failed them last season. I didn't get them into Europe. But one thing I've noticed on Football Manager is in the past, and this might not be the case for everybody, but from my own personal experience, I've turned the England job down in the past and said to people, I am not ready to do it in other series, and then I've never been given the chance again. I've applied for it and they've been like, no, you rejected us once, not happening, sort of thing. And I don't want to run that risk. So I'm going to accept the England job. And I'm sorry if that pisses you off. I really am. But I've got to do this because it's going to probably be the only chance. We're nearing the end of FM16. And there's still a bit of this career to go. There's international management. And I want to do... What I said was, if I went for an international manager's job and took it... in this series, I've always said this myself, I would do that. I would probably give myself a European Championships and a World Cup. Then it would be a case of going back into a club in England for the rest of the career. Apart from, say, the final season, we would go back to where it all began, the Neaton Griff. We would end our final season at the Neaton Griff. So, Lazio would have been a beautiful thing, but it's coming to an end, unfortunately, and I apologise for that, but we have accepted the England offer. So, we are here, we are England. I think I have to resign as the manager of Lazio, as you can see. That's pretty cool. Never seen that before. Oh, wow. Talk about being thrown in at the deep end. We have a game today. How delightful. We have a game today. That is beautiful. So we're going to obviously get involved in that. But first things first, we need to resign as manager of Lazio. And that is a sad time. But it's done. There. It's done. We are done. Okay, now obviously this first England game we have no control over whatsoever, and we'll move into an automatic European spot if they beat Bulgaria. So let's have a look at I'm a bit confused. Stages, where are we? Overview, stages. Okay, do we not have a group? Is it make believe? Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look. Where are we? All the way down the bottom, I'd imagine. Yeah, so Bulgaria topping this group at the moment. Greece are in the Faroe Islands and Cyprus. We could see some serious hammerings going on with these two guys a little bit later on in the series, maybe. But England captain Harry Kane, Sean Goodwin. I'm not going to mess with that at the moment. Whatever, leave that. Draw rolls. Oh, I'll answer those in a minute. So we've quit. That's a shame. But who's the favourite? Danilo Silva is the favourite to go in. Yeah, he's taking this job. Qualifying campaigns. Are you confident? I'm confident. Definitely, we're well placed. Yeah, the concerns about a high number of England players who are getting on in terms of age. Will you be persisting with these players? It's definitely interesting seeing one or two youngsters can bring to the squad. Your first match in charge against Bulgaria. How are you prepared? I'm ready for it. The modern era of players under the great demands, sheer number of matches. Any manager worth his salt these days is taken into account. That'll do. Raheem Sterling is widely regarded to be the key player to success. I think it would be inappropriate to discuss issues in the squad at this stage. Will you be looking to change the captain? For now, Harry will remain in the post. It's been suggested you to your squad based on player reputation. What are your thoughts? I'll pick the best players. I'll select those who deserve to play. There is a lot of pressure on national confident. Blah 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 blah. Oh God, I can't be bothered with this anymore. God, this is long. I understand the pressure that comes with the job. I thrive under them. I've inherited a professional bunch. I'm not going to talk about it. Hey, finally, thank God for that. Jesus Christ almighty, that seems to take forever. I bet you we probably won't even get this first game, will we? I'd imagine. Oh no, we are. We are. Talk about throwing me at the deep end with somebody else's squad selection. My dog's on the move. Somebody else's squad selection. I've been my God. Chill out, dude. I've been thrown in at the deep end here. So what? Skip. Load. Just hit that one for now. That'll do me. That'll do me for now, pig. Okay, so what have we got? Let's have a little look for our England squad. This episode is going to be a little bit longer than usual. There's bound to be players that are not involved for whatever reason. So we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to really do some serious sort of swatting up on these players. So we've got Calvin Young, a player we kind of know a bit about from Newcastle. He's the #1 goalkeeper now for England. We've got Ben Ashby of Arsenal, former Everton player. We've got ourselves Nathan Berry of Arsenal. Again, another quality player. Craig Boyes, a guy we tried to sign for Newcastle from Tottenham. He's actually ended up there now anyway, which is a bit bizarre. I don't think it was me who signed him there. Callum Chambers, 32 now, Burnley player. Lewis Cook is now 30. He's a Chelsea player. James Fu, played for Championship side Liverpool still. Doing all right though. He looks a very decent player. Not sure about his haircut, but he looks a decent player. Joe Gomez of West Brom, now 30. Wow. Sean Goodwin, player we had at Newcastle, signed him from Middlesbrough. If I remember, we signed him on a free, if I remember rightly, or was it 5 million? Bear me a second, guys. My dog needs to go. He hath successfully droppeth thy load. So yeah, Goodwin was with us at Newcastle. Oh, I'm knackered now. Oh, Jesus. Jim Hamilton, another Arsenal player. A lot of Arsenal players in this England squad. He's 23. He looks decent, doesn't he? He's quite a good player, left side midfielder. Mason Holgate, 30 years of age, Sheffield Wednesday Supremo. Yeah, they're in the Champions League qualifiers as well. Fair play to them for that. But he's been there a long ass time. Look at that. A lot of games for them. I'm absolutely food now. He's not the best in the world, is he? Let's be honest. Wow, one name. Charis Marcoux from Chelsea, 23 years of age, £25 million player. Been around a little bit. Former Celtic player, been at Chelsea a little while now. He looks very decent, to be fair. Quite a lot of good, solid looking players. Ross Miller, another Liverpool player, playing in the Championship at the moment. Not the best stats in the world, but he looks a good solid young lad, so that's good. Kevin Mowbray, another Arsenal player, 23 years of age, 34 million, right side midfielder, former Forest and Villa player, Middlesbrough player. He looks a decent prospect. He's quick as well, which is always a bonus. I like my quick wingers. Nick Nurse, Leicester City, 26, 41.5 million, former Colchester player. Are you what? He's been on loan there. My God, you're a legend. Oh, wrong way. You're a very good player. I've seen his name crop up over the years, but never really looked at him. What a guy. Mike Patterson, 27, Liverpool again. A lot of Liverpool players, considering they dropped to the Championship. My God, though, you are pretty poor for a second choice England goalkeeper. You're not the best, are you, son? Adam Price from Wolves, former Man United player at one point. Okay, but not brilliant. Philip Rolfe from West Ham. Good, solid player, this guy. Not the best in terms of stats, but everything he's played for, he's done a good, solid job for them. So, not surprised he's in there, but he's not one of the best. Luke Shaw, 32, Sheffield Wednesday. Good stats, but aging a little bit now. Ronan Smith, this bloody geezer is a machine, an absolute machine. £67 million he's worth. Man City, 269 games, 160 goals after signing from Wigan. He's a beast. Raheem Sterling, 32, still a good player. Wow, 138 goals in 429 games. That's not bad going for the lad. John Stones, 33, Man City now. Good career there. And then Carl Tuck from Everton, who is the goalkeeper I signed for Everton to replace the guy who was there when I went there. I can't remember his name, but goalkeeper wise, there's not a lot of choice for England. Surprised that our good friend Mr. Casper Cole isn't in the England squad. Where's he gone? Where's Tucky? Is Cole injured? Maybe. Or maybe they just don't see him as an England player. Maybe they just don't think he's good enough to play for England. I don't know. No, he's there. Is young Casper. He's made 4 appearances for England. He's not been in very good form, let's be honest. But he may be a player that we bring into the England setup at some point. No, I need to go back. So we'll quick pick it like we did. Yeah, well, we've already done that. So that's that. Goodwin, we've got Mowbray. I don't know if to put Goodwin in for Mowbray. No, we'll leave it. But, yes, Ronan Smith. But where's Harry Kane? Oh, Harry Kane must be out injured or something. He's not in the squad. Let me just slow this down. Like I say, we're not going to put... I will do goals, but we're going to do 2D Classic, just so we can see the highlight of it in case you miss it. Team selection is a change of tactic. Pick the team, tactic style, that blah blah blah. Okay, so international management now is complete unknown. Gaz Neville's still the number 2. I need to look at my staff and everything and get everything set up, but I thought, as it's a simple fact that we're just coming straight into a game, straight from nowhere, straight from nothing with somebody else's team, might as well just get on with it. Here's Mowbray, sends it in. Oh, cleared away. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. I mean, I get the feeling that England are in a bit of a transition. Here's Mowbray. Sends out to Barry. He's already been booked. Mowbray. Smith getting 1-0. 8 minutes on the clock. Ronan Smith has slotted home for England. That puts us, as things stand, puts us back on top of the group. Lovely little ball from Barry to Mowbray, and then he just dinks it through. And a first time hit from Smith sees it into the back of the net. 1-0 England after 8 minutes. First shot of the game as well. Booyah! Cyprus are now losing. Shocker. And they're losing by 2-0 now. I think Faroe Islands and Cyprus, we could have some fun against them, couldn't we, really? You'd imagine we could anyway. You'd like to think that we could really boss the shit out of that. Luxembourg are losing 2-1. I've got one back now against Wales. So, not a bad first half. Calmly, happy with things, keep it up. James Few is seeming a bit unsure. Quite what he's unsure about, I don't really know. Is he unsure about what he's supposed to do? Because if he is, then he really shouldn't be in the England squad. But like I say, this is a squad that the last guy picked, who was the guy who was at Newcastle. He was in charge for about a year and got sacked for being shit, basically. I don't know what it was, because I mean they were second in the group and winning this match would have put them top, but the FA just unhappy with him. They're scoring here. That is woeful. That is absolutely woeful defending. Let's have a look at that. I mean, Rolf could have got it there. He never. Good save from Young there, but I mean, what is Chambers doing? Just sort of spectating that. That is absolutely piss poor. Okay. Chambers, get off my football pitch. For Gomez, I guess. Sean Goodwin from Mowbray. Even though he's had a decent game. And we have nobody who can really step in there. I'll tell you what, we'll do that. And we'll do that. Okay. Let's see if we can't. Nurse Smith. Oh, hard to say. Well, what a block, should I say? Let's give them a bit of a team talk. Assertively. Get creative. Go. We are not doing very well, are we? Not doing very well. Oh my God. Oh, you fucking idiot. What the hell is... What are we witnessing? Could somebody please tell me what we are witnessing here? Is this just a classic England performance? And he scored. My days. Oh my God. We don't need to see a penalty again, do we? Right, get on this. Aggressive, demand more. Raheem Sterling, go. You may be 32, whatever you are now, but go. Goodwin. Smith, get the feck in. That is more like it. Well done, Raheem Sterling. Well done, Goodwin. And well done, Smith. My God. Lovely little cutback. Poor defending in terms of Bulgaria, but I'm not going to complain about that. Try not to feck it up now. Come on, that's it. Nice. Out wide. Go on, Goodwin. Get in! Was that Nurse? Fucking super sub. Come on. That is more like it. Looked like Sterling got it, but it was Nurse. Sterling was kind of looked like he was more like a decoy there, didn't he? Putting everybody off so Nurse could nip in and pop it home. Go on. So keep it out now. Well done. Barry, control. That's it. Very good. Raheem Sterling. Keep. That's it. Never mind. No. No. Naughty. Well done, Rolf. But poor clearance. Get in. Not a great performance. Not much we could do though, considering we came in last minute, set up a tactic and sent them out there. Not bad though. Coming from 2-1 down to win 3-2. Very happy with that. What a last 8 minutes that was. Or last 10 minutes that was. Top of the group. So that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. So I've got a lot of work to do. I've got to sort everything out. I've got to go and do some research on players. I've got to find out why there's, if there's players that aren't in and why they're not. Look at Austria thumping the tits off San Marino. Jesus. Oh, wow. 2-0. And you fecked it up. Cyprus not lying down and taking it anymore. Wow. So, yeah. I don't know what to think. We've got a lot of stuff to do, and I'm going to go and do it. So, guys, thanks for watching. Apologies again if you're pissed about leaving Lazio, but, guys, shit happens. It's just the way it is. It's a series. It's the way it's going. We're going to see what we can do with England. Hopefully get into the European Championships and get cracking on that. And then we'll see where we end up when we get there, I guess. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure being in your face. Goodbye.